Good afternoon, everyone. A little tired. Stayed up late last night, man. You know, I'm good. But I'm here. I made it to the trails finally. I was trying to, it takes a minute to upload these videos. I've been kind of hanging out for like the last half an hour actually. I was hoping it was only going to take like 15 minutes, but because that's how long it usually takes. But I noticed where I'm at, the signal, it went from 5G to 4G, so it took a little longer to upload. I haven't been thinking about that, like taking that stuff into consideration, and like I know, but I gotta really think about that stuff on the boat, on my vessel, and it ain't cheap to have satellite internet connection, on this boat, and it's got to be reliable. And I know there's equipment, I've been looking at it, but everybody, there's so many different things, products, and people have had so many different scenarios, people, they're not like me, and so like I've been reading the forums, I found some stuff that I'm going to be using, which I'll go over, I'm going to make videos over it, and we'll talk about it, and see what's going on with it, but until I get that stuff, I'm not gonna know, But back to me riding. I finally made it here. It looks promising actually. It wasn't that far either. That's why I came today, because I wanted to get some riding in today. Because I didn't get none in yesterday. Basically, I didn't do anything yesterday. It was all day wasting my time because of the plasma place, really. I mean, I got a good workout in that day, yesterday. But it looks nice. It looks kind of flat, though. Like, the last place I rode, it was by the lake. It was really hilly. There's a couple of stuff, so it looks like I'm going to have to pedal hard. It looks like it's going to be one of those flat type of trails. And I always bring coffee with me. This is the mug that Margarita got me from Starbucks when we went up north. It's already like the bike, it's already rubbing the paint off, Kind of upsets me, but, I'm using it, She got it for me. It's a good mug, and it's durable, and, it takes a beating well. So I'm just going to keep on using it, Whatever, if I lose it, I lose it. She got it for me to use it, I'm going to use it. And the coffee is nice, and it keeps, like right before I ride, it takes a lot of energy to ride, and I ride far already to these places, so, and I got a backpack. Sometimes, when I go riding, some places they have lockers, like their state recreational areas, you can find a water park a lot of times, or you can, you can find places to lock your stuff up, and I can go ride, but most of the time that's not convenient either, though, because then I gotta go back and get it, and I can't do that, in the situation I'm in, so most of the time I just carry the backpack, Like here, I brought some apple juice. I've already been drinking it. But I'm gonna put my stuff away. I'm gonna get riding, I just wanted to show you guys, the woods. And it's nice over here. Look how nice these houses are. It's Southfield. It's really expensive. Actually, it's not expensive in Southfield. But Southfield's actually kind of known. It's like a business district. There's a lot of high rises over here. A lot of, people, the rich people and stuff, out of Bloomfield Hills and, those places, they work down in Southfield. A lot of banking businesses down there. They got it's where a lot of people work. They'll take the Lodge there. It's called the Lodge Freeway. Yeah, I'm putting on my backpack. I gotta find the entrance to get in there, and then I want to ride today and get some good footage and do some tricks today, but I don't want to get hurt either. So a lot of times I just ride through, you know, and I just freestyle. If I can, you know, if I get a few tricks in without, you know, driving through the trail first before I, you know, if it happens, it happens. I carry on, you know. So I can't get hurt, man. I really can't. I gotta be able to make money, you know, and I'm hurt enough. I've been hurt. I got all these injuries, man. That shit hurts. I'm excited. I'm here, and it started sprinkling for a second. I got nervous, but I have these things on my bike. These bungee cords are really nice. I always put my hoodies there and stuff. It's better than putting it in the backpack. So I already have stuff in the backpack, and it's better than tying the stuff around your leg. That's funny. They have a cross, so it looks like it. You know, it's some climbing thing though, workout thing. Berwick Woods Park. That's where we're at. I didn't know about this place. I've never been here. I just randomly Googled it. And the reason why I came here is because it said MTB trail, which means mountain trail bike. That usually means it's they got money in it. They spent, you know, they went around and made an actual trail. So if I'm good, you know, everything, you know, if I'm lucky, which no such thing as hello, how you doing? No such thing as luck, but if I'm good, I can find some ramps, you know. They'll have some cool stuff. Because it's, you know, they take care of it. The county takes care of it, and that's why I like going to these places too. And they got bathrooms, you know, and there's people around, and so I made it to the actual trail. I had to turn on the camera on the GoPro. I got to update the GoPro today. It did actually have an update. It's a 2014. It's the 2014 GoPro Hero, and it was listed for $50, and I had a Rockford Fosgate PS-8. It was an 8-inch Rockford subwoofer I had for the Geo Metro. I was gonna put it under the seat, you know, for the system, because I got to keep that car light. That's why I got it, and I got to have music sounds, you know. And I had a Kicker 12. I was gonna put the 8 under my seat, or under the passenger seat, and then just put the Kicker 12 in the wheel well in a custom box. Which will get done, you know. But you know, things change, and I needed the camera, and the guy was willing to trade me, which is funny. I think it was, I don't know if he stole it from his girl or something, who knows, but he was kind of like a bummish looking, and you know, I didn't know that until I got there, you know, and he showed up on a bike too. I rode a bike. It was kind of funny, and he's kind of like, you know, looked kind of rough, but I traded him the subwoofer, and you know, I got the camera, you know, I put it on this little mount right here, and I've been losing all the bolts and screws, but it works good. I had a hole right here on this mount, and I didn't like it, so I put the drill bit in there. And you know, it actually helps with lining it up too, like, because when I look at it, you know what I mean, I can reference it, you know. I can see that it's straight, you know. I have a reference point. So yeah, see, my stuff is falling, but I gotta get that on there. And see, I knew it was flat. I knew it was gonna be flat. It looks like I'm gonna have to pedal hard today. Hopefully they have some jumps, you know. Otherwise it's pointless. And it's not pointless. I got a good workout in. I got to see, you know, new trails and stuff, and talk about stuff. So it wasn't completely pointless. But I'm gonna turn this off and you know, prep up. I got this backpack too. When I ride, I prefer this one, the RB backpack, because one that's got the water thing, which I'll tell you how to go over that. There's a certain way you got to do it, because it gets moldy and it's gross. So, and I've had it happen. I've experienced it. So it's always good to put lemon or lime in there with the water. The acid keeps it from getting moldy and smell bad, you know. It takes that plastic kind of taste out of it too once you start doing it. So do that if you ever have one. It kind of tells you with some backpacks too. Some of them don't. So yeah, get it. You know, and it has the bottom strap. You know, and it has this one. So, because when I'm riding and I hit jumps and stuff, the back will, the back will go like this, and with this tight, it doesn't do that, and I have more control. It's safer for me. So that's why I try to carry this one if I'm doing any riding, really. It's my riding bag. I have my laptop in there, that little Acer. But yeah, so I updated the GoPro Hero. It was actually, it needed an update. So, and I didn't like the quality. I was, going to get a new camera. So I'm hoping it went from version 1.08 to 1.09 or something like that. So, it went up one development, whoever, the package release, which the last release was 2015. So, they programmed it and then, only released one update a year later, and they haven't released an update since, because, they got all their other different, cameras. But anybody that, don't know computer stuff or anything, to update it, I thought I was going to have to plug it in, because that's how you do that, a lot of that stuff. But this one, it depends on the device, and this is the stuff I'm good at. This is why I'm doing these videos too, to teach people, because I fix things. That's what I do. That's how I make my money too, a lot of it. But you take the SD card, you go to the GoPro website, you look up their product support, and you download the driver and the product update, and then make sure you read the directions, and it tells you to download the folder, which is compressed. So it, what it means by compression, if you don't know it, just takes the file and it makes it smaller so you can store more data. But when you do that, like if it's music or video, you lose the quality, and but it makes sense, because if you're transferring the stuff over the internet too, not only does it transfer faster, if you're paying for data, you don't have unlimited data, which back in the day when I grew up, it was like that, so you would want to compress stuff, you didn't want to use internet, like I'm conscious of it, a lot of people aren't, they aren't. That's why I use the terminal too, I'm conscious of it, and I know I gotta be too on the water, because those satellite internet things aren't cheap. They're not. I'm telling you, when you see how expensive they are, I'm assuming like, what the fuck? So I got my work cut out for me. I don't know, there's many things I was thinking about talking about, but I want to get to riding, man. Whatever I didn't miss, I apologize, but I'm gonna get riding. This freaking fly keeps on. The horse flies suck. It's just a regular fly, but it keeps on bothering me. And I'm not scared of it. I'm gonna get going, I'm gonna get riding, turn on this camera and drink some apple juice and get going. Because I want to get back to the house and too, and I gotta clean up stuff, and and if people aren't buying my stuff, man, doesn't buy some of this furniture, I gotta figure stuff out, and I gotta make money, and so I'm not getting paid yet with YouTube or with Facebook or anything like that, and so I can't monetize my stuff yet. And then another situation happened real quick before I go. This person that I met on the internet, I try to meet people on the internet because I travel so much, and this guy, I talked to him for a little while, and he sent me this app, he's from a different country, and he's like, yeah, install it, and you can earn money by using it, posting on Facebook, and I didn't believe it, because it's hard to find stuff like that. And it wasn't asking me for any of my information, like specifics, like my Facebook information or my Google information, and it wasn't asking me for access or anything like that. So I gave it a shot, and I was wasting my time. I wasted a lot of time, like a lot of effort, writing my poetry on Facebook. And and this kid, it was kind of shitty, because the kid really had me convinced that he that this place was legit. And I did some research before I even downloaded it, and I was like kind of already pessimistic about it, because it didn't have an official website, and it you know, it was from Germany, you know, and it said like it was developed in the Netherlands, you know, but, you know, I know I've programmed, you know, and I know, you know, a lot, I know the history behind a lot of programs, you know, and you know, stuff gets developed around the world. I'm a big Linux geek, open source geek, so, you know, I talk to people around the world my whole life, you know, since I got into computers with Linux, and so, like, I didn't have nothing to lose, you know, like, there's potential for me to make money if this is true, and so I started posting it, and, you know, I was showing people, you know, like, you know, and I told people too in my poetry on my Facebook, I'm like, it's gonna be shitty if I waste all my time, and like people waste their time, and this kid wasted their time telling me this, you know, and I know why they do it though, and that's another reason why I did it too though, because they do it to generate traffic and to, you know, for marketing and for ads, and you know, when you're generating traffic, internet traffic across lines, you know, or across from countries, it costs money to do that. It costs electricity. So these companies are getting paid just for generating traffic. People don't understand that. So you got all these people that get paid, literally, they got websites, man. They do. They have websites and stuff. You can find these websites that you literally get paid to direct internet traffic. And, you know, there's ways to get paid to do that. And, I was thinking about doing it, and I have before, but it also consists of you know, sitting there and watching the stuff. It's like, kind of like stocks in a way, you know, you gotta monitor the stuff, you know, you're watching the stuff, and, pain in the ass, first of all. I don't care, like, it's not what I want to do, and it's not making enough money for me to do it, and people have created, like, bots and, like, programs to do this stuff already, you know, a lot of people don't understand that, like, if you see that stuff on Facebook where they're talking about, like, the funnel program and all that other stuff, that's what it is. It's just a program that's developed to generate internet traffic, you know, and this program, you know, picks up the money that is generated from these companies, and this person that writes the program gets all these people, you know, to sign up and generate all this traffic, and, you know, that's how this stuff works. You know, and they got different scenarios. There's different ways they do it, you know, there's different ways they go about it. You know, especially with, like, artificial intelligence and crunching numbers and stuff. People don't understand how to, you know, make a cluster, you know, a cluster of computers, or, you know, what a cluster even is, you know, or building a cluster of computers, you know what I mean, to compute. If you're into that stuff, which I am, you know, and that's another thing too, I've been having a hard time finding those people, but, you know, I told you I wanted to ride, so I'm gonna get going. I really am. It's already almost 20 minutes. Whatever I didn't touch on, whatever, you know, I care, but, you know, you can only remember so much, you know, and only do so much in the time anyway, so. And the coffee, I finished the coffee, I gotta pee, and it's gonna wear off eventually. I want to get this in, so I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Probably later tonight, we'll see. Whatever, you know, whatever the Lord tells me to do, I do it, so talk to you guys later.